didn't ask him. I asked him just one question from chat.
No, that's
I was
interesting.
really curious about his experience, so
So you want to share a little bit of what you say to Ale, if you want, if you feel comfortable, so I can like find myself in your perspective.
Well, he asked me how. Well, the question was, when in a relationship, if I broke up in a relationship, how did that affect me? How did I feel at the time? And I gave him the experience when I did break up in a relationship, and it was extremely painful. It was a long-term relationship since we were. You're familiar with the term childhood sweethearts. So we were young. We were like 12 years of age until nearly 20 years later. So we started high school together, and then it was overnight. It literally just ended.
Overnight.
And I didn't get a chance to. I knew things weren't quite right, but it was too quick to try and to fix anything.
Yeah.
And there was no fixing it once it was broken. The relationship was broken. It was over. So that's pretty much where it comes.
So there was not like a way to deal with it.
There was no. Where the relationship started to go wrong, and in your relationship you know it's going wrong, and you understand that this isn't working anymore, and fights and whatnot. We didn't have that. It was
Day and night.
Yeah, instantly overnight. Yeah, one night. The very same day, we were planning a holiday away. We were talking about buying a house locally that night, and then this was at 5 o'clock, and then by 10 o'clock that night it was over because I discovered something, and I was like, so, yeah, that was tough.
And you never see her or him again?
No. Over.
That's tough.
Well, when you grow up with someone, and we grew up in each other's houses, so I grew up in her house, she grew up in my house, we were together.
Yeah.
The two of us were together all the time, and then we just grew up, and then to have it just stop. It was tough. At the time it was tough. But yeah, we moved on through that. It took a while, but it took time out. Like,
yes.
I had a lot of time out before I decided if I had the courage to go into a relationship again. That was one thing, because I'd never really been in that situation where the dating game, where you date people and you go on dates and things and stuff like that. And I never ever had that. Never had that because we were just two people together from.
It was normal.
Yeah, we were two people together from young, and I was like, I don't know that world. I don't know it. So I spent a long time on my own. I got to the point where I thought I'm quite comfortable on my own. I'll be on my own forever, and I'm okay with that. And then someone else turned up many years later.
That's tough. It's like when someone cut you an arm off.
Yeah, it was. And the strange thing about it was my ex's family, I was so ingrained with them. I was so part of their family. I was so much a part of their family.
That's the worst
they were
part,
so upset because I lost half of my family overnight because of that. Because I grew up in that house. I grew up in the household. I was so accepted by the family, and then gone. Wow. Yeah, overnight. Yeah. We've all got stories, man.
Well, I hope to put out a little bit more positivity now, because it's tough, but I guess, and I think that like from bad stuff, only from bad stuff we can learn, I guess.
Oh, that's true. I agree. I'm very
So
part of that.
let's go with the first question.
Go for it.
That's your choice. You pick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. What question is it?
What would your younger self be proud of today?
Oh, like something positive, no?
Oh yeah. As I'd said to Alexandra, that up to that point, before I broke up with my ex, I had been to one foreign country, one foreign holiday. I'd been nowhere else in the world.
Which country?
Cyprus. I went to Cyprus. Yeah, that was one holiday. That's the only holiday. And now, in the 20 years since then, I've done about 40 other countries.
Sorry.
I've been to 40 other countries, 40 other countries. I travelled to France by motorbike, and I did a tour of France. And I thought that was an adventure on its own, and I'd never done anything like that myself. And then I realised that when I got back home, I thought, yeah, I could do this. I didn't realise I could do that. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do more of this. So now I've been to so many different countries. I've experienced so many different cultures, mm-hmm. so much different food. Yeah. So this younger guy, he would never have seen me sat here. I've got a really good job, it pays really well.
Yeah.
Again, this younger guy would never have seen that. I've been fortunate, I've been very fortunate in that way. So yeah, he would be for sure. Yeah. If you'd asked him back then, he would never have seen this, or me being, but he would be, yeah, for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think, I don't know if Alessandro told you, like, why we are doing this. Mm-hmm. Like, there are two why for me, two mm-hmm. whys. Mm-hmm. Like the bottom why is like, okay, we make content, we speak with people, mm-hmm. The higher why for me is like to exit from the comfort zone, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And to link with this argument that you said, I find myself in the same situation because maybe 10 years ago, mm-hmm. ish, I was a like totally different person, mm-hmm. super negative, super close, super mm-hmm. like depressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had in mind, I wouldn't even like put myself into the thought, but I wanted to picture myself like going around the city, mm-hmm. stopping people by and mm-hmm. Have a chat. Mm-hmm. And we're doing it now.
Well done.
And that's
his thing. He'll do that because he does podcasts and things. Where I couldn't do that.
No.
Because that's what I was saying, Alessandro. I don't speak to people. You picked a good guy.
There's always a first time, no?
I don't speak to people. I'll tell you. I'm so. He'll say I'm socially awkward. I won't speak to people. So, that's me. Yeah, but I manage 50 drivers. I've got 50 people. I'm a group of guys that I manage, 50 of them. Yeah, I won't speak to people outside. Yeah, it's a bit of an introvert.
Well, it's not your thing. It's not something. It's something that maybe like it's your way to of being.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
Let's go with another one.
Okay.
You
think it takes a lot of courage to speak to people sometimes. You've done a great job.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like, you just say hi. That's it.
Yeah, that's him. He's good at that. I'm good at that. What's one song when that changed everything? I'm working through it. I'm processing. One song that changed everything. For the better. Actually losing my job. I lost my job once. This was after the breakup and things. Mm-hmm. And I took some time out because I got a good payoff from losing the job.
Okay.
And after 6 months, one of the ex-managers, my ex-bosses, advised me there was a job coming up. Asked me if I wanted to do the job. I took the job. And there was a small private company. I'd only ever worked for big companies before. So I went into this small company with this big company mindset. And very quickly the company started making lots of money. The guy that owned the company then asked me if I would be his general manager. I said, okay, all over the UK. Okay. And eventually I got asked if I wanted to go to Qatar in the Middle East, Doha.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, let's do that then.
Were you sure about your answer?
No, I was like, actually, I said I had a choice. It was either Qatar or Vegas, Las Vegas. And I went, I'll take Qatar.
Yeah,
I'll take Qatar.
maybe better.
Yeah, but anyway, the time came to go to Qatar, and I arrived there, and the guy that turned up to meet me, he was from Ireland. He was a nice guy, and he was my kind of chaperone for the time there. And I did ask him, "Am I safe here?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're safe. Don't you worry about that. You're perfectly safe." I was like, "Okay then." Did the trip in Qatar, came back home. A couple of months later, back to Qatar again. Got asked to go back again. Did what I had to do back home. Back out to Qatar again. I was demonstrating some equipment, some engineering equipment. But anyway, I go back. And then, about 2017, so not that long ago, last 10 years, 2016, I got a phone call in the middle of the night from a Saudi Arabia number. I was like, I'm not answering that. They're going to answer that. It turns out the guys in Qatar had secured some funding from Saudi Aramco, investment fund. Some guys in Canada, some guys in America, Colorado, were planning on taking this equipment and starting up in Saudi Arabia. And the only person that they could think of was me. And they wanted me to go with them and start this company up in the Middle East. And I was like, no, Saudi Arabia, no. And they come back and say, if it's money, then we'll just give you more money. And I was like, it's not really more money. I kind of met somebody now and thought, well, we're not taking no for an answer. We really need you.
Okay.
That's the bit. So the moment, you have to go back and go back and go back, it was the phone call from my ex-boss after I lost my job asking me if I wanted to take a job in this small independent company. Okay, I'll take the job. But then doing the stuff that I did in that company then moved me on to greater things by travelling to the Middle East. And then, initially then decided and eventually get a job in Saudi Arabia. I was there for a while working in the Middle East, in Jordan, Bahrain, Saudi, Dubai, all these places. And then I met this guy and we just moved on from there. So losing the job is probably the bit that kind of opened the world up.
So like that the moment of the call, like it was like a two-way.
Yeah.
You take one, and like change
perspective. The guy that called me to say, do you want the job? I've got a job here, do you want it? I didn't like him. I didn't like him as a manager.
Yeah.
But I had no job. So okay, I'll take it.
And then everything happened.
Yeah. I could have quite easily have said, no, I'm not working for you, I'll get a job elsewhere. None of that would have happened. None of the Middle East stuff, none of the American stuff, none of the Canadian stuff, none of that would have happened. So that one phone call saying, yeah, I'll go and I'll take the job as a general manager.
So cool.
Yeah. I've got to travel.
And it was like a good job, I guess. Like
it was, general manager.
And you were good because
well,
otherwise other people would have not say like
exactly.
we don't take no for a job.
That's it. Yeah, that's the thing. That is the truth of how that came about. There was three independent people had this business venture idea, and the only person that could pull it all together for them was me. So without me, it was never going to happen.
Wow.
So I thought, I was still on my own at the time. What do you do? I was like, it's an adventure, it's an experience. Let's try it. And what's the worst that can happen? And I've done it okay.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like so simple.
But
not
go
easy.
back to your very first question. Like the younger me, would he have been proud of where I am today? And yeah, because he would never have done that. That younger guy would never have done that. He would never have done that.
So you think like, as we said before, like something bad, like bring you to...
Yeah. Because if I'd never broken up with my ex all those years ago, then this would never have happened. It would never have happened. Never. 100% never happened. So, yeah.
Sorry, Gordon. Sta registrando? Sì? Sta andando avanti. You want to make a third last question?
Okay, if you're ready, yeah. Let's go through it.
I hope you find one specific question. If not, I will.
We're going to have four from
Yeah, yeah.
What are you putting off because of your fear of judgment? What am I putting off?
Maybe not talk to people.
Yeah. Sometimes I should speak out. Yeah, for the fear of saying the wrong thing.
Oh,
Yeah. I can in the wrong context, depending on who I'm with, in the situation. Yeah, sometimes I can be too truthful. Yeah,
too truthful.
Yeah. I'm thinking more of a work thing, relationship thing. Put my foot in it. I can say the wrong thing too often. Say the wrong thing. It doesn't quite. I don't actually mean what I've said.
Okay.
Not so much mean what I said. It's
Like to be nice, or to not to be bad.
No, try not to be bad. Try not to be bad.
Okay.
I don't quite get. It doesn't actually come out the way I mean it. Yeah, and that kind of comes back on you. Then what are you putting off because you fear judgment?
What do you feel judged about?
To be honest with you, I'm kind of at that age where I really don't care what folk think anymore.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
man. That's super good.
Yeah, no, seriously, I mean, from other people, I really don't care what other folk think. If I've got something to say, then I'm going to say it. And if I upset you, then I've upset you. Yeah, I don't, I do a good job. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I try and do the best at everything that I do, whether it's at work or whether it's at home. Try and do the best. Always trying to. I've got a thirst for knowledge. Always trying to increase my, your intelligence levels and things. But if folk, you cannot be everybody's preference. You can't be everybody's choice. So if I'm not for you, then that's on you. That's not on me. Yeah. So
let go.
Yeah. That's not. That's for everybody. Yeah, that goes for everybody. But yeah.
Well, that's a good thing that you are like. At least you know that if someone appreciates you, he appreciates you or she appreciates you.
They'll be there. Yeah. They'll stand by you. Yeah.
And even the opposite.
I'm past caring about what folk think. Seriously, I've been through too much to think. Why I don't have to go about pleasing everybody. At work, I'm not going to go any further. I'm quite happy with the position I've reached in work. I don't have to impress any higher management stuff. So the people that work beside me, you do the fucking job or don't. But I'll make sure you do it. I've got that kind of thing. That's nah. Don't care what folk think anymore. Yeah. I've had too many different angles in life. Yeah.
But I mean, with your experience, with all the things that you've been through, all the life that you lived, what do you think is like one? It's not like the best piece of advice, but like one thing that you would like to say to like someone else. It's not an advice. It's not like you have to do this and that. It's like what did you understand about life, about your life? Because I think that to make an advice, to give an advice, you have to know perfectly a person. You cannot know.
You can't. That's true. You can't know everybody.
You can give your perspective.
Be honest to yourself. Be honest to yourself. I've always said that if you truly want something in life, then you will get that. But you really need to be honest with yourself. We can all dream about owning Ferraris and private jets, but you're not being honest. You'll never own that. But you can pretend it. But if you genuinely, truly want to achieve something in life, and you're being honest with yourself, you will achieve that. You will achieve it. And another thing that I've done is I've never actually tried to gain any qualifications or anything, any test, any example of that. I've always gone at it with I'm going to get this. I will achieve this. So I'm an achiever. I want to achieve this. I will get this. I'm not going to do it for not to get it. If I'm going to test myself, I'm going to achieve it. So be honest with yourself. Will you become a pilot? Do you think you become a pilot? No. So don't waste your time. Unless you genuinely believe you have the means, the resources, and the willpower to get it, then don't waste your time on it. You can small steps lead to great progress. But be honest with yourself. Just be honest with yourself.
About that, about this, and now it's personal. I want to make you a personal question. You know, for me, it's always been like difficult to really believe in one thing I want. I never. It was very rare that I always like 1% knew what I wanted. What do you think is like? How can you be so sure about something that you want? How can I recognize?
I don't know.
Sometimes I have like a lot of doubts. Do I really want this? If I'm not getting it, maybe it's because I don't really want it.
Well, that's exactly what I mean by being honest with yourself. If you genuinely, truly want something, then you will achieve it. You will, but you have to be honest with yourself to begin with. If you have any doubts, then personally, I believe if you have any doubts, then that's not for you. It's not for you. You can look at what nice things other people have and go, I want that. I'd like that. That's just envy and jealousy. Do you really have the means or the know-how to achieve that? One of the things that you do here is that if you want to achieve things in life, if you want to become a high earner, a high roller, is to find influential friends who have, get in those circles. And even if you start low, you eventually will pick up their experiences, their inside information, their knowledge that they have, and you will slowly but surely build that up. So you will become something. So if you want to develop yourself that way, then find yourself a group of friends, get yourself into that circle in the area that you want to achieve that. And if you want to be a pilot, find a pilot's club and get friends with type thing. That kind of thing. Find that network.
You are the average person of the 5 people closer to you. That's what they say.
Find that network and start at the beginning. If you can find an inlet into that world that you want to achieve, that can be anything. IT, medicine, aviation, whatever it is. If you want to get into that world, then find it, and then slowly start at the bottom and work your way up. I've seen that happen with people. I've seen it happen.
Are you happy with what you've achieved in your life and what you are?
Yes. I don't really ask for much. I have nice things. I still live in the house that I first had, my very first house. I'm still in the same house.
What, sorry?
My house, I've only had one house. I'm still in that house. I still stay there. One house, over 30 years. It's a nice house. I never needed to.
Where is it?
It's in Scotland. Scotland.
Where?
Glasgow.
Glasgow?
Yeah, just outside Glasgow. Yeah. I've always kept myself well contained, so I've never overreached myself.
Okay.
So that kind of keeps things in balance. Yeah. And that allows me to just book a week here. Let's just go somewhere for a holiday. Let's travel, have nice cars, nice motorbikes, nice things at home. So we drive a Mercedes. I've got a Mercedes, nice Mercedes car. We've got nice things, but all within context.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy where we are. And hopefully I'm in a position where I'll be able to retire a few years early, so I don't have to work right to the very end as well. So that's the plan.
Yeah, they are like good satisfaction you have.
And we get to travel to some nice places.
Yeah.
And meet some nice people.
Yeah. That's a good goal. That's a good satisfaction, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Gordon.
No, thank you. Thanks very much. And good luck to you.
Sorry. Thank you, Gordon. It was like super. Like at the end,
Yeah.
we find someone that like went deep, because like a lot of times you're from Sagrada Familia, you meet people and they are like and I really appreciate to go deeper and stuff.
My story's it'd be a good film, but it'd be a better book. The book would be much better than the film. My story.
No.
There's so much more you don't know yet.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Right.